Hello everyone, welcome to StudyIQIASEnglish. My name is Praveen Mishra, and today we are going to discuss about one of the most important legislations when it comes to the post-production of the crops in India. That is known as APMC Act, that is Agricultural Produce and Market Committees Act. Okay, so guys, remember, India, what we are known as agricultural nation with agrarian economy. As stated, between 50 to 60% of the Indian population is indulged directly or indirectly into the farming activities. Right? Now, obviously, we have got multiple legislations with regard to the production of the crops. But how many legislations are directly there that deals with the post production of the crops? So it is one and only, that is APMC Act, simply speaking, Agricultural Produce and Market Committees Act. Okay. So what basically it is? Where does it simply, refers to? So it is first of all a state level legislation. Guys, remember, Union Parliament doesn't legislate the APMCs. All the state assemblies, all the state legislative assemblies, they are empowered with regard to the legislation of the APMCs. So every state has got its own different APMC. For the first time, it was legislated in the year 1960. Okay, and it was the state of Bihar, which was the first state that legislated the APMC Act, followed by the state of Maharashtra and Gujarat. But the history goes beyond this time period of 1960. It is basically the time period of 1886, when for the first time it was named as Berar Cotton and Grain Markets Act. Obviously, it was the British era, so it was the British law. Okay, Berar, that is in modern day Maharashtra. So post independence, it was Bihar which was having properly the name APMC Act, but for the first time, APMC type of laws was created where? In Berar, that is modern day Maharashtra, named as BCGM, that is Berar Cotton and Grain Markets Act. What is the time period? 1886. Post independence, okay, the Union Parliament legislated the Essential Commodities Act. Okay, Essential Commodities Act 1955. And taking inspiration from both, that is the law of 1886 and the law of 1885, we have created what? We have created the modern day APMC, that is Agricultural Produce and Market Committees Act. So as you can see, okay, once again, please remember, it is the state level legislation. Okay, now it mandates that farmers will be selling their production or their produce in a notified markets, that is known as mandis, under the supervision of APMC. Especially if you are a resident of any northern Indian state, UP, Bihar, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh, or even in parts of Gujarat, we have got this thing, or Rajasthan. Okay, you might have seen in your locality, in a town area or a semi-urban area, Naveen Mandi Samitis. I hope so, you might have seen that, okay? Naveen Mandi Samitis. So what are these Naveen Mandi Samitis? They are made through the APMC Act itself, okay? That requires all the farmers to come into that mandi, that is the notified markets, okay, and sell off their production, right? So the goal is one and only, that is to protect the farmers from any kind of exploitation by middlemen and ensure the transparent pricing. So this is what basically the APMC Act is all about. Okay, so guys, let's talk about the further of the details, but first of all, please remember, do not forget to connect with me on my Telegram channel that is named as Praveen_StudyIQ. Okay, so this is what the name of the channel is, Praveen_StudyIQ. Okay, and this is the QR code. You can just scan and connect with me for this class PDF and the previous class PDFs as well, and other important links as well as the quizzes, including the PYQs. Right? So guys, please connect with this channel. Okay, and in case you need to connect further, so you can also connect with me on my Instagram, that is Praveen Mishra_2107. Okay, so remember, hit the subscribe button of the channel as well. Okay, StudyIQ IS English with just one agenda, providing you the quality and quantity of the content. Now, moving to the APMC. So remember, each state has got its own APMC Act. Like Bihar in 1960, Maharashtra in 1963, in the very same year, Gujarat 1963 as well. So it's a state level legislation notified by the Union Parliament, okay, and the authority has been given to the all state legislative assemblies to legislate. Okay, so every state government has created its own APMC Act. Okay, now the only reason, the only agenda to legislate such type of law, what is the reason? So post-independence, Indian farmers specifically faced issues with market inefficiency, problems with the middlemen. They were, over exploitative in nature, and also the price fluctuations. And so in order to protect the farmers, the states introduced the acts between 1960s and 70s. Initially, the mandi system was seen as a way to ensure MSP-like protection and regulate trade. But with the passage of time, the mandi system actually became a proper platform for the farmers to come there with all authenticity and sell off their produce on, in a very, what we can say, valid and a reasonable price. Okay, so this is what the only agenda of APMC is, to provide the farmers with the proper notified markets, that is known as mandis or Naveen Mandi Samitis, right, where the farmers with all authority can reach, just display of their production, okay, and sell in an appropriate price, where middlemen are also present there, okay, as well as the direct buyers are also present there. It is just the role of the APMC to ensure that the proper MSP, that is the minimum support price, is given to the farmers. Okay, and now the further objectives: protect the farmers from any kind of exploitation by intermediaries. First thing, provide a transparent marketplace with regulated pricing, standardize trading practices and reduce the market fragmentation, and further facilitate the market development, including infrastructure like warehouses and cold storage. Let's say you are a farmer. You went to this XYZ Naveen Mandi Samiti, or just the marketplace, that is the mandis. Today, you went there with 100 kg of your production, and you were able to sell only, let's say, 30 kgs of your production, and 70 kgs are still left. So you have to carry that all 70 kg back to your place. But no worries. The mandi samitis, that is these mandis or these marketplaces, the notified marketplaces, they do also possess the proper warehouse as well as cold storage, where with some, nominal fees, with some nominal charges, you can keep your one particular production, 20 kg, 30 kg, 50 kg, 100 kg, whatever it is, okay, and stay relaxed. From there, your production is going nowhere because it is directly under the safety and security of the government. So basically, when you are just storing in the warehouse or the cold storage, the guarantee is taken by the government itself, that don't worry, your production is with me, it's all safe. The moment you have entered there, okay, they will just weigh your production. Let's say it is weighing some 70 kgs. So let's say for 70 kgs, we need to pay some 70 rupees. So you'll pay that 70 rupees, okay, and the government, the mandi in charge itself, will provide you the receipt of the same, and you can just relax. In case any kind of, fabrication in the weight, in case any kind of theft, in case any kind of, discrepancies, it will be the mandi samiti, that is basically the government, who shall be taking care of it and providing you all the type of a compensation. Right? So this is what the only objective and agenda of the APMC is. Protection of the farmers from any kind of exploitation, providing proper regulated pricing, okay, and yes, going ahead with the elimination of market fragmentation, that is, market should not be manipulated. Okay, and then providing farmers with the proper warehouses and cold storages, right? Now, how does this APMC basically works? Okay, so it establishes a notified market in each district. Okay, remember, at district level. Then farmers are legally required to sell their produce in these markets. Okay, so it is binding on the farmers. If you want to interact with the government, please come to the mandis, that is the notified markets. Then the middlemen, they are licensed by the government itself. They are the licensed traders, and so they will have to follow the norms of MSP. Now, the government collects a market fee, usually basically between 1 to 2% of the total transaction. Simply, what we can say here is the nominal fee is taken by the government. And for example, it's written here, a farmer producing wheat in Punjab must sell it where? Into the local mandi, which is regulated, and the farmer will get the proper amount as well, that is the MSP. Okay, the amount is determined, and so the middlemen are also licensed. See, this is the most important fact. Okay, that means basically the government itself has appointed that middleman to just purchase the production of the farmers with appropriate price, or within the appropriate price, simply speaking, the MSP. Now, every one particular legislation comes with the pros and cons, and so the APMC as well. So there is much issues as well as criticism to the same, and here are the ones. First, restriction on free trade. Farmers can't sell directly to private buyers. Okay, well, it is a criticism, but it is also a type of a protection, just for the sake of farmers only. Second, monopoly of middlemen. Licensed traders can manipulate prices in small mandis, okay, if they don't represent the reality to the farmers. Poor infrastructure. Many mandis, they lack cold storage, grading, or even the transport facilities. And then fragmented markets. Multiple mandis with different rules make interstate trade difficult. And finally, the market fees and taxes. Additional costs reduce the farmer's net income. But that's, it's quite nominal, so that will be not exactly what we say a criticism. But yes, the first four, okay, restrictions on free trade, monopoly of middlemen, poor infrastructure, and fragmentation of markets, because every state has created its own APMC Act. So let's say a farmer in Punjab might be facing some difficulties to sell his produce in Haryana. Okay, something like that. So this is what the criticism to the APMC Act. So guys, I hope this is all clear with regard to the Agricultural Produce and Market Committee. And here is the relevance of the APMC on Indian agriculture. Okay, so it ensures what? The price transparency and minimum support in theory. Okay, then it encourages infrastructure development in rural areas. Okay, and these reforms will for sure provide a huge boost. Okay, for sure it will provide good rate of enhancement and enrichment into the farmer's income. So obviously we know that the recent NCRB data, which has been very troublesome to us, 2023 data it is of NCRB, that the annual monthly income of a farmer in India was just rupees 10,281. This is what the harsh reality. As per the National Crime Records Bureau, the average monthly income, not annual, sorry, average monthly income of Indian farmers, it is just rupees 10,281. Okay, and the figures are not much in difference with regard to their suicides. As per the same NCRB data, average annual suicides of farmers in India is 10,218. Right. So obviously we need to boost our farmers. We need to provide them with accurate support, with the best possible support. So these APMCs, they do basically work as a conduit, okay, between the farmers and the markets. A conduit that is having the multiple layers of protection against exploitation, and this layer is basically supported with a very strong element known as MSP, that is the minimum support price. Okay, everyone. So I hope this is all clear with regard to APMC. And remember, if you're a serious UPSC aspirant, this information is for you. If you're targeting the examination year of 2027, basically you want to address yourself as an IAS or IPS of 2027 batch. So remember, you need the best guidance, reading material, teachers, and mentors. With regard to your prelims, mains, and interview, and you know it very well, the best guidance for all the things is available on one platform, that is StudyIQ. So what do we have to offer you in our Resolution Plus batches? 1000 plus hours of live lectures, access to recorded lectures as well. Further, you will be also given with the 1:1 mentorship program. And also, the 18 sets of printed books would be sent to you at your doorstep. You don't have to go anywhere to collect them. It will be directly sent to you at your doorstep. Next, teacher's personal class notes that he or she is using to teach you will be shared with you at the end of the session, okay, in PDF format. Next, this was the knowledge enhancement part. Now, let's talk about the knowledge assessment part. Does this Resolution Plus batch also include your test series? It does. Prelims test series only? No. It includes your 75 plus tests for prelims, that is prelims test series. It includes around 15 plus tests for your mains, that is the mains test series as well. And it also includes multiple mock interviews for your personality test. So basically, it also includes your interview guidance program. So prelims test series, mains test series, interview guidance program, 1:1 mentorship, live classes, access to recorded lectures, 18 books sent to you at your doorstep, along with teachers' personal class notes in PDF format at the end of every session. Plus, this is not yet done. If you are a top 10 performer, so we have to provide you the prelims residential program. And the moment you have qualified your prelims, that with this program, for sure, tathastu, you are going to qualify. The moment you have qualified your prelims, immediately will provide you the mains residential program. As in simply, you will be called to Delhi, okay? And once you are here, we'll be providing you with your own personal space to live, okay? Your private space with all basic facilities and amenities equipped in it. And just besides your accommodation is our StudyIQ offline study center, okay, which is there, okay, where there you can go read online, read offline with the same great mentors and educators with whom you have learned online. Okay, so all of these things, you don't have to pay one single penny, one single rupee for your stay in Delhi. Your accommodation will be totally on us, that is on StudyIQ. All of this thing under just rupees 27,999, and there is a catch. You will receive this discounted price only when you have applied this promo code, that is PRV Live. So guys, in order to avail the maximum possible discount, just please use this promo code. What's the name? In bolds and capitals, PRV Live, LIVE. Okay, so guys, just don't miss this one. Okay, I'll write the code in clear. Okay, PRVLIVE. The code that you can also see on your screen scrolling down, right? Okay, so guys, use the code and enjoy the maximum possible discount here. And before you leave, just remember 24th of September, that is today, the batches are commencing, okay? And the sale, that is the Navratri Mahotsav sale, is also ending today. So quickly enroll yourself today before end of the day, right? And yes, also please do not forget to hit our subscribe button of StudyIQIASEnglish. So hit the subscribe button and never miss an update from the channel. And here is the QR code of my Telegram channel again, and the Instagram channel here again. Okay guys, so just hit the subscribe button and never miss an update. See you soon in the very next video. Bye bye, good day, take care, keep studying well. And if there is any problem, let us know into the comment section and we shall grab up your comment and we'll get back to you at the earliest possible time. Okay guys, see you soon, take care, study well, Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.